What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video we are going to be doing the last of the tier list, and this is the tier list of centers in NBA 2K19 MyTEAM. So again, these are all the elite centers, so almost all of them are good cards in game. And again, this is just my opinion. A lot of you guys are going to disagree with these lists, and it's not necessarily saying who the absolute best are, because everything's subjective in this game, and this is just my opinion on who the best are. But anyway, before we get on to this video, we are trying to hit 100,000 subscribers, and it's looking like we might actually do it. The support has been crazy recently on the videos, so big thank you to everyone that's subscribed, and if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. But anyway, now let's get on to the tier list. Okay, so this is the centers tier list, and we have got, in this pile here, we've got the top 15 overall based on their ratings, and then we have got 10, so we've actually got 12 more that I feel just need to be somewhere on this list. So we're going to start off with Dave Cowens. And as much as nobody uses this guy as center because he's 6'9", Dave Cowens, a base 11, great shooter, can speed boost, a top 3 or 4 card you can buy in the game. There is no question about it that Dave Cowens belongs up here, right up here in S tier. So next we have got Nikola Jokic. Again, Hall of Fame dimer, good enough release when he's open, high speed with ball. I'm gonna put not Dave Cowens. I'm going to also put Nikola Jokic up in S tier with the top tier centers. And as I say this, number 3 is the best center in my team, Demarcus Cousins. So Demarcus Cousins will be in a tier all of his own above S tier if that was possible. But Boogie is the best center in my team, in my opinion. Best center you can buy, the best center in general, way better than Galaxy Opal Wilt. And belongs up here in S tier. Like, maybe Cowens is better, but actually using a center, I'm going to have to say Boogie is the best. So then we've got Patrick Ewing, who is just a little bit under these cards. I'm going to put him in A tier, right below. Next we've got Alonzo Mourning. Stats-wise, okay. Stats-wise, actually, he's really good, but release is bad. Leaves a lot to be desired, and he's also only 6'10". Alonzo Mourning is going to go right down here in C tier, as the lowest rated card we've gotten so far. Next we've got Bill Russell. Bill Russell, depending on what you want him for, a lot of people are going to argue that he should be in S tier because he's super fast. He's basically a better defending Boogie without a jump shot and only 6'10". I'm going to put him in A tier because of his defense, but in general, yeah, I don't think he's that great. I'd have him personally in B tier, but I know people are going to kill me for having him there, so I'm going to put him in A tier just to spare myself in the comments. Greg Oden probably belongs somewhere between A and S tier. I'm going to put him in A tier. A really solid center. Can shoot the ball well when he's open. Great defensively. Really big, wide body. And is just a brilliant card. But just a little bit worse than these 3 so far. Next, we have got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem, I'm going to put in B tier. Again, he's another player that a lot of people are going to argue should be way higher. Yeah, I know he's 7'2". I know he's got the Skyhook. The Skyhook's hard to time. And he's just not the best card, to be honest. He's very similar to an Artis Gilmore, but I do prefer Kareem's animations. Artis Gilmore, 7'2", a little bit of a shot blocker, okay mid-range shooter, I guess. And he's probably going to go into C tier, because I can't really argue that he's much better than Alonzo Mourning. Artis Gilmore is not the worst in the game, though. To be fair, anything C tier and above, these are the best centers, so they're all good enough cards. Wes Unseld is 6'7". For that reason, he's going into C tier at the center position. He's also got low speed with ball. If he had higher speed with ball, he would definitely be higher, but unfortunately he doesn't. Next we have got Bill Walton, another card that's just decent. Like, there's nothing standout about this card, nothing that makes him great, so I'm going to put him into the same tier as Wes Unseld, C tier. And now we're on to the first D tier player. We got Bob Mcadoo. He's 6'9", so he's undersized. He can't shoot. Can't run with the ball. They gave him low speed with ball this year. That was like his one saving grace in other years, was he had high speed with ball. But he doesn't this year, so I'm going to have to put him in D tier. He's undersized, not the best at anything. And yeah, just leaves a lot to be desired because how good he was in 2K17. Now we have got Wilt Chamberlain. Obviously S tier. There's no question about that. Now we're on to Shaq. And he's the best non-shooting center in the game, in my opinion. So I'm going to put Shaq in A tier. He's a really wide body, a great defender. Nate Thurmond, a little bit undersized, probably belongs in C tier. Not a bad card at all. Can shoot the mid-range well, can dunk well, but again, just doesn't have anything spectacular. But he is a little bit bigger than Mcadoo, so He's staying out of D tier. Moses Malone, just mainly because he costs so much to lock in. He's going to be in D tier instead of C tier. He's just not a very good card. There's nothing that Moses Malone does well in this game. Now we are on to the just the others. The 12 cards that I think deserve to be somewhere on the lists. So first of all, we've got Arvydas Sabonis, and I had him as S tier as the best center in the game, but I can't argue that he's S tier anymore. Boogie's way better than him. I prefer Jokic to him. Wilt, you can't not have Wilt in the top tier. And then Dave Cowens, who just came out, is better. So 2 weeks ago, he was the best center you could buy. Right now, he's firmly in A tier. Next, we have got Ben Wallace, who should be in E tier, F tier if there was any, but nah, he's in D tier. He sucks. Ben Wallace is garbage. Now we've got Mo Bamba. I wouldn't take Mo Bamba over any of the A tier centers, so I'm going to put Mo Bamba directly in B tier, and I would 100% take Mo Bamba over anyone in C tier. Now we're on to Thon Maker, and a guy that I really like in this game. Like, even against God squads, even using God squads, in my opinion, Thon Maker is a elite center in this game. And this is going to be probably the most controversial of everyone. I'm putting Thon Maker in A tier. I'm putting him above Kareem because I think he can just dominate. Like, Thon Maker is legit one of the best centers in this game, in my opinion. Shoots the lights out, rebounds well, blocks shots well, can push the floor, can be used as a point center. And I really like using point centers. He's basically a budget Demarcus Cousins, but he's bigger and blocks shots better. So, just incredible. Yao Ming, 7'6", but he is slow. Can shoot the 3 ball moderately well, I guess, especially from the corners. Mid-range is really good. For his height more so than anything, I'm going to put Yao in B tier. Now, this one's an interesting one here. It's Ralph Sampson. So he's 7'4". He can shoot the ball quite well. And got good animation. So you might argue, like, you could argue Ralph Sampson anywhere between S and B, to be completely honest. And that was not meant to happen. But Yao and B. But Ralph Sampson, so the thing with him is that he's got, like, the smallest arms in the game. Whereas Mo Bamba has, like, the longest wingspan in the game, which is why, big reason why he's so effective on the defensive end. Ralph Sampson doesn't really use a 7'4" height too well because of his short arms. For that reason, I'm putting him between B and A. He is 7'4", still got nice animations, really good center, but I'm going to have to put him between B tier and A tier. Next, we have got Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, another card who's come out in the last week. And the last 2 or 3 weeks, they've really just started juicing players. It's actually crazy how much better players have gotten in the last couple of weeks. But Joel Embiid, S tier, without doubt. One of the best centers in the game. Like, I have Wilt Chamberlain and Dave Cowens as the top 2, and then these 3 fighting it out for number 3 between Jokic, Wilt Chamberlain, and Joel Embiid. But yeah, Joel Embiid definitely deserves a spot in the S tier, a brilliant card. Hakeem Olajuwon, really nice release, really good animations in the post. He's a hologram on defense, in my opinion. He literally will not block a shot. It is nuts. Like, he is the worst defender I've ever used. I don't know why. He's got great defensive stats. And if you guys have seen any of my games against the likes of JD Crossover, against YBC, I've also killed Hakeem Olajuwon with the likes of Mo Bamba. So, again, this is personal preference. Hakeem should be at least in A tier. And offensively, he is. Defensively, he'd be a D tier just for me. I don't know why. Again, Hakeem should be a great defender. I do not know why. He just, for me anyway, I have to put Hakeem in B tier. A little bit lower than Ralph Sampson. Hakeem is a great card, and this one, again, I have to reiterate it, is just my opinion. But for me, Hakeem is B tier. PJ Brown, nice shooter, good shot blocker, good release, B tier. Karl-Anthony Towns, the exact same thing as I said about PJ Brown, B tier. Really nice card. So Drusilla Kaskus, 7'3", really nice release, but is slow. So offensively, Drusilla Kaskus is an A tier player. Defensively, 7'3", so he's at least a decent rim protector. He's probably a C team player. So he goes right into the Ralph Sampson range of between B tier and A tier. So, because offensively, he's one of the best centers in the game, just like Sabonis. He's basically a slightly worse Sabonis on defense, because Sabonis is just faster. He's got that 70 speed. But offensively, Ilgauskas and Sabonis are almost even. I might actually take Ilgauskas over Sabonis for his release. And then last up is David Robinson. Again, another player, had I made this list a couple of weeks ago, would be an S tier. But times have changed. Times have changed for centers. So David Robinson right now is going into the A tier. A really nice shooter, really nice release. He's big, 7'1", so I'm not going to argue that he shouldn't be A tier. He definitely should be. You can make an argument that he should be S tier. But a great shooter, great animations, really good on defense, good shot blocker, and fast. A really great card. So anyway, that's the video. I know there's some controversial things like Thon Maker being ranked higher than a lot of people would suggest, but this is just, again, completely my opinion. These are the players I play best with. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.